Oh, yeah, it's a damn dirty thing.
The future. The final frontier. It has never been so uncertain as now. AI, VR, haptic wear, nanotechnology, mass destruction with a remote click. Now we are finally seeing the true potential and dangers of an ever-connected and overly policed hyper-technological world. Have we finally become the architect of our own demise? Is there still hope? Welcome to the future. Welcome to Punk Droid.
Glamorized and embraced by Hollywood, feared in the underworld, Benjamin Bugsy Siegel was one of the most powerful men in America. He was also one of the most hated. The man who gave birth to Las Vegas was gunned down in the luxurious home of his glamorous lover. Almost 80 years later, his murder remains unsolved. Who killed Bugsy?
Hi, I'm Kurtzauer, and you're watching the Madness Comic Network.
Yeah, buddy. And Kurtzauer is going to be here on Monday talking about his fifth book in the series. Is it Spectres and Sabanian, I think it's called? I have the first four, so been looking forward to this one. Kurt's a nice guy. Got to meet him in person. Obviously, you saw that with that video right there. I think Chris was there and recorded that one, actually.
Might have been.
Might have been. It was Chris and Brad, one of the two.
Yeah.
So today, my friends, we're going to do this paper chase thing. And I'm going to switch screens here.
Okay.
I'll share mine. You can drop
Okay. And I'll hit the old stop share right there.
There you go. Okay. That way my dice rolls and stuff show up right there. You know.
Right.
All right. So what we're going to do today is we're going to play this game. We're going to start playing this game. But first, Chris is going to tell us all a little bit about it. And if anybody wants to join in, join him right now. Join me. Create a character. Let's play some games. Let's play a game.
Oh, you have okay. Call of Cthulhu is actually a role-playing game that's based on the H.P. Lovecraft stuff. And even if you've never read it, which is fine, as long as you enjoy investigative games that are there's not no combat, but there's low amounts of it. It's wiser to avoid the elder things than it is to attack them because they'll probably kill you. You're going to have low HP. Armor is a blessing if you ever find it. And even then, it's, Yeah.
I mean, look how big them claws are. Your armor's not going to do much.
you can, just like real life on this one, you could be killed in one bullet with this.
Yeah.
So you just, again, make everybody aware of that before you even come into this. But I enjoy it. It's highly investigative. Ask a lot of questions. It encourages all of it. Now, what we're going to do today is called Paper Chase. It's the first campaign. Well, no, that's a lie. It's the second campaign in the Call of Cthulhu starter set. The first one is actually Alone Against the Fire or Alone Against the Flames, which is a solo Call of Cthulhu game. You can play it by yourself. Play it over and over again. They have like 5 or 6 different Alone Against the booklets if you want to go out and get them. But this is like $20, $25 for the whole thing. And you get maps, you get 3 different adventures, not counting the Alone Against one. Starter rules, everything. You get all kinds of good stuff with it. I recommend grabbing it. I got it, but otherwise, yeah, it's not. It's real simple to set up too. It's real. Making a character is not difficult. It's gonna take about 5-10 minutes. So we'll go through and we'll let you make one. I'm gonna maximize this screen so I can see exactly what you're doing. There we go. Then when I need to roll, I'll minimize. So what you're looking at there is just this adventure, this scenario has no maps or anything with it. But you're going to have to go ahead and make yourself a character.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
I need a piece of paper.
Nope, not even a little bit.
Oh, good.
Nope. Go over to where the characters are.
Okay.
Nope, just all the way up. You don't even need to scroll. You don't need. There you go.
What am I looking for here?
Should be that one. Yeah, it should be.
Okay. Characters.
Yep.
And it's not doing anything, just like last time.
Oh, good Lord.
All
right.
I don't know why Roll20 don't like me, man.
I was going to say, it seems to be
Maybe it's because I don't pay for none of it.
No. You get what I share kind of a thing, and you should have what I have. So let's go through this and we'll walk it through on mine. All right. So we're going to go to character. What would you like his name to be?
Oh, geez.
Sticking with Dante?
No. This guy, this is going to be a whole different animal right here.
Okay.
Let's go with, oh man, see, I want to be funny right now, but I don't want to at the same time.
Also remember it's 1920s.
Oh, okay. I'm Mickey.
Spell it.
It's Mickey. It's Mickey.
Mickey?
Yeah, Mickey.
Okay. I'm going to rip over here into the assets.
Hi, Lou. Hi, Carrie.
And I'll just grab you this one for the giggles of it.
Oh, yeah, there you go. He looks good.
Controlled by everybody. And there we go. And I'm going to hit save changes. Now, when we save changes on this one, it's going to bring up the character creator. And use the character creator. Make life easier, right?
Okay, we're gonna give him a last name too.
Huh?
I want to give him a last name too.
All right, we'll do that then. Yeah. So for the point buys, and we could do standard, we could do all this stuff, but for the point buy, what you're going to do, or the quick thing, what you're going to do is you're going to pick what you want to be your strongest thing, and then all the way down to weakest. So it's going to start. What you're doing is you're rolling 2 d10s, and you're rolling under that number. So the higher the number is, the better. Obviously, strength is your punchy, kicky stuff. Constitution goes towards your health. Size is how big you are. Dexterity is obvious. You've seen that before. Appearance is how pretty you are. Intelligence is more streetwise general knowledge.
Good.
Versus education, which is your book learning.
Yeah,
right.
Book learning.
Power,
Right.
I don't like they have it named power, but it's your willpower. It's how resilient are you to the horrors of Lovecraftian things.
Oh, okay.
And then, so, which would you like to be your strongest?
I guess Constitution. Some way I'm gonna make it.
Okay.
So 2d10.
No, it's all. We just pick it on this one.
Oh, okay. I thought I had to roll something. All right.
Nope, you can see this. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So that's your 80. That's your highest. Now you have one that can be 70. So what would you like for next?
Carrie, stop that.
What am I missing?
Stop that. Carrie dropped a super chat. And
Oh,
as much as I love her, YouTube takes way too much of that, man. Just drop it over there on the GoFundMe. I love you, but YouTube takes like a quarter of that or almost a third of that. It's horrible.
I still think it's cool that you can get it. I can't do it on any of mine.
And I love it. Yeah, you can. Oh no, you don't. You gotta have watch hours still, right? That's right.
Yeah. I don't have any of that. I don't have that.
I should just start sharing all my stuff to your channel so you get more watch hours, dude.
Yeah.
You know. That's how I did it, was getting all the other stuff on the network. And I mean, I think I was really close already with all the CromCon stuff. But
yeah,
it didn't hurt. But I love you, Carrie. Thank you.
You should go back to that.
You know, now I have to do everyone goes down one. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you picked an 80. You have
Right.
you have this number of things to choose from: 40s, 350s, 260s, a 70, and 80.
Okay.
So you already picked your 80. Now you pick your 70.
I think I'll go strength on 70 and intelligence on 60.
Okay. So we got
now what else do we got? Give me a 60 on luck.
Well, we'll get luck. That's different. We'll get luck later.
Okay. 60 on dexterity.
Gotcha.
Give me a 50 appearance. I'm just a normal guy.
Okay.
A 50 on the willpower thing. 50 on the book learning. What's the last two? Book learning and what?
Size. So this would mean you're a shaggy size, like skinnier dude.
Well, that's what I am, so I'm okay with that. So.
Now luck, we got to roll. So you got 45 luck. Okay.
Man. See, I could have got 50.
If they would have let you pick it, you know. So we hit next. How old are you?
Well,
Anywhere
right
from
now I'm 25 with 35 years experience, but let's see. I don't know. Let's go, 37, 38, late 30s.
Okay.
I don't want to be old and decrepit.
Yeah.
Brittle,
So with 37, you get a free improvement on your education. Let's see if you get it. Yes, you get +5 to your education. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. You're a smarter guy. You get 10 magic points, 9 move, 12 HP. Good. No damage bonus, which I'm not really expecting on you. Now, you can choose suggested occupations, which are going to make your life a little bit easier for picking skills and everything else, like antiquarian, archaeologist, an author, a cat burglar. I don't see you as a dilettante.
Here you give me a hard time now.
Sorry, I don't see these things.
Your apostrophe RE. I can give you a hard time back, see, because I'm a proofreader. It's Call of Cthulhu. Cthulhu.
I know they pronounce it strangely different if you talk to like the scholars of H.P. Lovecraft. And I'm like, I'm not doing that because I'm not weird. I can't say it the way they do. But anyway,
Actually,
investigative journalist.
I just want to be specific here. Usually, my cough is brought on by MJ, not HH.
Michael Jackson or Mary Jane Watson?
Mary Jane, you know.
Oh. That would probably be under custom. We would have to make a custom one for that.
Yeah, and
or
you
police
can make
detective.
a character too.
You
see
hear?
what I'm saying?
Or police detective.
And then you can heckle me live like Laurie does on the other game. You see? I think Carrie'd be fun. She came out and play.
We just have to make her up somebody quick. So who would you like to be?
Oh, okay. Who am I going to be? Let me see. Start at the top. I'm not an archaeologist. Not an author. Not a cat burglar. What's that one say?
Dilettante. You're a fancy pretty girl.
No.
Medical doctor?
No.
Explorer.
Geez, I like either investigative journalist or scroll down. Let's see what else we got.
PI, professor, detective, soldier, and we're not doing custom today.
Well, I guess we'll just go with the investigative journalist then.
Sounds good. All right.
See, look, she needs to come out and make her own character so she can heckle me live.
You could be a fancy pretty girl.
See, look, yeah, and then she come out and play, baby.
We'll give you photography. Do you want charm, fast talk, intimidate, or persuade?
Charm, fast talk, intimidate, or persuade. Fast talk.
So you're a fast talker.
Sometimes you got to use it either way. It can't be, sometimes you got to use it to intimidate. Sometimes you got to use it to charm. Persuade.
Okay, we won't have computer use, but any of the other skills you'd like, you pick one of these. There's a lot. Accounting, anthropology, appraise, archaeology, charm, climb, disguise, dodge you're not going to worry about, drive auto, electrical repair.
Disguise is good.
You want disguise?
Disguise is good. Yeah.
Okay, you get one more skill. Whoops. First aid, intimidate, jump, law, listen, locksmith. There is one down here that was firearms. Where was that? Oh, specialization firearms. Okay, we're going to ignore that one because you'll already have, guns and things, which we'll get to. Occult, navigate, mechanical repair, locksmith. What would a investigative journalist have? Spot hidden. That's always a good one. Sleight of hand. Stealth.
Stealth is not bad for an investigative journalist.
If that's what you wish. Okay.
Yeah. Stealth and disguise, man. We're just going to sneak around finding out shit about people.
And what other language would you like to know besides English?
Are there Lovecraftian languages that I don't know about?
Not that you don't know about, no. So you know the basic languages. Everything from Latin on down.
Whatever's Cthulhu common.
Good luck. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they already have English in there, but so then we'll give you Latin. For some reason, this investigative reporter knows Latin. All right, let's start you off with your occupational skills. You have 211 points that you can put in any of these middle numbers. Now, keep in mind, you also have to put it into your credit rating, which is going to determine how much money you have to spend. I wouldn't go more than 25 on it, but that's between you and God.
Okay. Go ahead, put the 24, 20, whatever on it, and then we'll go from there with what we got left.
Okay. You got how much do you want in disguise?
And
remember, you have to roll under this number. In the world, get up.
And I roll 2 D10s.
You will when you're making the
roll?
checks. Yeah, when you're making the checks. Right now, you're just picking a number.
So my disguise has to be impervious to detection. So we're going to have to put a 24 on that.
You think?
That way, everything I roll is a win, right?
Well, no. No. If you wanted a guaranteed win, it would have to be in the 90s. But, well, not that. Even then, it's not guaranteed. But you can't go over 50 on these. I think that's what they said, is no higher than 50 when you're opening.
You'd think the cap would be 24 if you have to roll under the number.
No, I said 24 for the credit rating only because there's a range for the credit rating that goes from 10 to 49. Right. And that's what determines how much money you have to spend, and that's a good average. You'll have $10 a day to spend, and you're not broke and everything else.
I get that. I just when you said I rolled 2 D10s on a check.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 20 points, right?
No. You rolled a 10. Ask Pops to say horror and tell me what it sounds like. Oh, it does sound like he's ordering a lovely lady of the night. I know. It's as long as Alexa doesn't pick that up and start sending him hookers every 20 minutes, I think he's going to be all right.
Send me one every once in a while. No.
But no, what you're going to be rolling is a tens die. You know, that one that has 10 with the 0, and then you're going to be rolling a single die. So it'll be like 31.
100.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get you now. All right.
And that'll handle it all for you on here. It's not.
But I do want my disguise to be fairly, hard to see through. So at least I don't know, maybe 50.
Okay. And that leaves you 141 points yet for these last couple. How fast talk? How much do you want to be able to charm? Well, I wouldn't say charm because that's its own thing. Charm is more hook, like a
fast talk is kind of a combination of all of them. The way I look at it.
Yeah, fast talk is verbal trickery, deception, misdirection. Trying to convince someone to let you inside somewhere, getting someone to sign a form they've never read.
Yeah, making persuade, all that, but just kind of, I kind of looked at it that way. Everybody agrees with you, Carrie. Everybody, okay? Someday I'm gonna meet Carrie. I'm gonna take her to a horror film.
Uh-huh.
Pretty Woman or something. I don't know.
Lord.
Because so let's go 40 on fast talk.
History. How much do you know of history?
Shit, I'm a dumbass. No, my book learning's down there in the 45 or something, so it's not gonna be that,
Yeah.
25.
Okay. So we put 25 there. Library use. As an investigative journalist, how well are you at searching through the library?
Give me a 30. 36. 6. Give me a 36.
Gotcha. Which actually goes to 56 because you get a 20 to start with.
Yeah.
We'll worry about that stuff later. The last, psychology.
That's the last one?
No, you have stealth yet.
Okay. Let's go to stealth first.
Okay. Stealth. I think stealth is your last.
Let's put
photography as well. You have photography.
Okay. Don't care much about those other two, but stealth got to have at least 30.
Okay, so now you have a 50 in stealth. Okay.
Yeah. And then I guess 5 on each of the other two. I don't know. I don't care about psychology. I'm an investigative journalist. Okay. It's up to the doctors to figure out why them fucks did it. I just want to catch them doing it.
Well, psychology in this one is your detect motive kind of one. If you remember from D&D, it's going to see if you can tell if somebody's lying to you. That's what psychology is for in this one. Psychoanalysis is the one you're thinking of, which would say, like, you know, can I help you mentally?
Oh, well, this is what we got left with.
Yeah. Now you have 120 other personal points that you can put in whatever your heart desires. Now, you, if you want to do pistols and shooting, you might want to put something in handgun. If you want to do punching and fighting, you might want to put it into brawl. And then we'll go from there.
We'll definitely put some in the handgun.
Okay. So it starts off at 20.
Let's put 40 more in there.
You want to make sure you shoot somebody. All right. So you have 80 points yet that you can put in anything you want. Stealth, spot hidden, sleight of hand, swim, throwing, tracking. I don't care.
Okay. Let's put like 15 more in that psychology thing.
Okay. 15. Got it.
And let's see.
For some reason, Kat put a bunch in ride. Like she wants to ride horses and shit and stuff. Sorry.
Let's put 15 in spot hidden.
15 in spot hidden. Always a good one to have. Always a good one.
Let's see. Scroll up.
Cult, navigate, natural world is like, what do you know about the outside stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Like, high enough on this, you can be a guest on Big Sexy Outdoors. Medicine is obvious. That's your healing thing. That's the only thing you have to even come close to a healing thing here.
Yeah, let's put something in that. Let's put like something in that. 20.
10, 20?
20.
Whoop, not 210. That would be awkward. Mechanical repair, locksmith, listen, library use.
Listen, I'm going to need to put 15 in. And law, I'm going to need to put 15 in.
Okay. Now, will everything come into play in every scenario? No, of course not. But it's a decent setup.
Well, I figure as an investigative journalist, got to know a little something about the law. Got to listen. Got to be able to listen. You know. Carrie.
Yeah, I should apologize. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Here, you see.
And there.
I love you, Carrie. That's not flirting. The goddamn ocean between us, and I'd take you out right now. I ain't lying.
We'll put that in there. Okay. Character name, edit mode, Mickey. Said you wanted a last name for this.
Louse. Louse.
Okay.
Louse. Yeah, that's my shot at Disney in this game.
Make sure we have everything. So now, like, I don't think we need to put one up. But if you wanted to do something in listening,
I professed my undying love for her, and she said it's flirting. Do you believe that, Chris? Do you believe that?
I don't believe anything. Okay, so that works. There we go. So you see how this one comes in? So if you were to do if I asked you to do a climb check, you click your climb, boom, it tells you what you rolled versus what you're supposed to get, and it tells you whether you passed or failed. If you had a bonus or penalty, you could use that instead. But, so yeah,
hope I don't have to do no climbing.
Right? That did not work out so well for you, but you know me. I'm even going to put Mickey on here. I'll maximize him just so you can see him nice and put him right in the claw.
Well, do you want me to put my screen up now and see if it refresh my screen and see if it works?
Yeah, let's see if you can do yours. Welcome to, I was going to say, welcome to Men Logic. We totally did not do the thing that we did. And if we did do it, it was an accident. That's the way that goes. We'll teach you all this. Look, we don't just teach games here. We don't.
Right.
We teach life lessons. I really had to teach that life lesson last night, didn't I? Mother. I honest to God felt bad for what I had to do, but at the same time,
parenting.
It's what I had to do.
Mickey Louse, he's here.
Yep. And you got him? You got control?
Yes, he exists.
Whip your character sheet out. Very good. Now hit a button for me. Any one of your buttons, I honestly don't care. Just
chat button. On there?
Yes, please. Thank you. On the character sheet. Wow, you got an extreme success.
Extreme success.
Oh, yeah.
Just wasted one of those.
Right? My kid, Amos, he did that last night. He rolled like the best you could roll, a 1. And it was on something so like lame, but well, I gave him extra for it. But yeah, the successes go from your standard score, which in your case for strength was a 70. And then there's a hard success, which is half of that. So that's 35. And then 1/5 of 70 is what they call the extreme success. And if you roll the extreme, that's like, almost a critical. It's pretty much what your critical hit would be in this one.
I ain't ashamed of the way I look topless. I ain't ashamed.
Yeah, we need that sexy music playing. I can feel it. Oh, beautiful.
Now she wants me to sing. Look at this. It's crazy. It's getting crazier by the minute.
Hey, it's not my fault you're pretty. I can't do anything about your natural animal magnetism.
No.
I just sit here looking ugly and I help you along. That's what kind of a wingman I am. Normally I'm like Brad Pitt and shit, but I put all this makeup on to make me look fat and ugly just to make you look better. I hope you appreciate that.
And I need all the help I can get, trust me. All right then. So this game, there's no map, there's nothing to lay out. It's all pretty much you setting the stage, right?
Yeah, this is Paper Chase. It's the first scenario. I don't know that band, but I should find them out. But Paper Chase is the first scenario in here, and it's meant to be your true introduction into the Call of Cthulhu mythos, which is why I wanted to bring you on for this one, because this is the one I run first for everybody that wants to know how to play. Okay, it's meant to be easy. It's meant to get you used to making these rolls and understanding what you're doing and why. Sound good? Why in God's green earth do I have this paper here? Because I'm a vegetable. Now, I usually run this a couple of different ways, but I'm going to say that you, being the dapper gentleman that you are a member of the Society for the Exploration of the Unexplained. You're okay. Pretty much a ghost hunter.
Skeptics Inc. Skeptics Inc. from a different state, right? Or different dimension, right? It's still kind of Dante.
Yes, that's where I was going. Yeah.
There you go. Carrie has a message for you.
My naughty spot.
Go sit on the naughty spot. I don't think his wife wants him to sit on her right now.
If I said half the things I've done to pick on that poor woman, God bless her. She knows I love her to death. She really does. But I will do the stupidest things just to get a rise out of her. That it's just funny.
You're a typical husband.
Right.
Supposed to do?
Well, like the Long John Silver's incident. Did I tell you that one?
I don't know. Did you do that one?
I don't know, but keep in mind it's not my normal. It doesn't happen naturally. I don't plan on it. It just comes out. Okay.
Right.
I don't ever plan these. She goes, "Hey, me, her, and the kids were out." So she's like, "Where do you want to eat?" I said, "Darling, I don't care. Where do you want to go?" She goes, "Can we go to Long John Silver's?" I said, "Dear, if I wanted to eat rotten fish, we'd have stayed home." She got so mad. I mean, I got it, but I didn't think before I said it.
Dude.
That did not. So we went to Haas's Steakhouse, and everything was okay then because I got her food.
Dude.
But yeah. All right. So Paper Chase. What in good God, Green Earth is that? Okay. I saved the song so I can listen to it later.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
I have it saved so I can listen to it then. But with Paper Chase, you being a member of the, what the heck did we call it again? The Society for the Exploration of the Unexplained, or Skeptics Inc., circa 1920. Okay, you've been contacted by one gentleman, Thomas Kimball of Michigan. You should know him. He's like 2 minutes from your house. Sorry, Lou.
Yeah.
Again, it doesn't happen. It just happens. It seems Thomas, his house was burglarized, and some of his uncle's favorite books have been stolen. The mystery is a little unusual, as the uncle inexplicably disappeared without a trace a year ago. Mr. Kimball would like you to find out who stole the books, return them if possible, and discover the whereabouts of his uncle and whether he's still alive. Now, as part of your payment for Skeptics Inc. 1920 has offered you $250 of today's money, which is $10 a day, to help solve this mystery. To find out who's burglarizing his house.
Man, your dad came and took his books. Leave him alone. You gonna pay me? You gonna pay me to tell you dude came and took his own property? Is that what you're saying? That's where my head goes right away.
I don't like this cat. He reads your mind.
If you know that one, that's. Well, you got all kinds of stuff going on. I look at the other stuff, or I look at the book, and then I finally get caught up on all the chat stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So you decide to pay a visit, and because it's part of your job and you're getting paid. Let me know what you would like to do, and we will go from there.
Well, I'm gonna have to question dude a little bit about his daddy and
well, it's his uncle. It's his uncle, but we can try daddy.
Circumstances around the disappearance was, did he just leave? Was it, was there something suspicious about it, you think?
Let's see. Well, my uncle, he went missing one day. They called me in to help take care of his affairs, and I've been staying here trying to get the house ready ever since. And now, all of a sudden, as I'm trying to get my rest at night, you know how important rest is at night. It can cause you to miss things if you don't have it. There have been break-ins. People have been coming into my house, and I need you to figure out what happened.
Okay, so
on a side note, I completely agree. He doesn't seem to give a damn about the uncle missing for a year, and he's worried about
I was going to back the bus up for a minute there.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been getting the house ready for a year. Getting the house ready for what?
For sale, because he does not appear to be coming back. We think he may have.
Hold on. Is the house in probate? Is
I don't know what probate means. I'm retarded.
Oh.
Me, I don't know what probate means.
I mean, have they taken ownership from him and said he's dead? Is it foreclosed? What are you doing here? This is what I'm trying to figure.
No, my uncle owned this house. There were no liens or loans or anything on it, and
he still owns it.
Yes, he still owns it. Technically,
he hasn't been declared dead.
Well, he has been missing for a year.
He hasn't been declared dead.
Not yet, no.
Seems like you've been here the whole year preparing to get rid of the house. You didn't even know dude was dead. I'm looking funny at you right now. I mean, why'd you move in and start getting the house ready for sale not knowing your uncle's dead? Who are you going to sell the house to?
We're just going to sell it off and split the proceeds with the family.
Where's the family? Who else is in the family? What?
It's going to be my family. Oh, they're scattered all over the country. I was sent here because I had retired and I had time on my hands to come do this.
Sent by whom? Who's the executor of this non-existent dead guy's estate?
I am now.
You know what you're doing could be illegal.
Not in 1920s. I don't know.
I don't know either. But I'm just like trying to follow my train of thought with this.
And it's okay. Keep going. This guy, honestly, just the only thing he really knows about that is it's his job to get everything in order, and he's had break-ins.
See, I don't know how it became his job. Who's his boss? I need to talk to somebody who does know. You see what I'm saying? I'm an investigative journalist right now. All I got is more. Who's your boss? Who sent you here?
I don't know what you mean. I don't have a boss. This was my uncle. That it was his house,
right?
So naturally, with no children, it came to me. I was in the will as the inheritor. I came to get the house ready for sale.
Who's cracking the will of a not dead guy?
He's been gone a year. He won't be back.
Okay, well, you still have to go file some kind of death certificate before you can start parting out dude's property. He's got to be dead first, even in the 20s. Got to be dead first. This just sounds like somebody's been planning to get rid of dudes. Maybe somebody knows where dude is and that he's already dead. And you see what I'm saying?
There was something in the paper about him going missing. Let's see. Yeah, we have the newspaper stuff.
You missed me questioning Chris a lot. That's what you missed.
I know, right?
Because I'm an investigative journalist. That's my job. Where I actually get paid and have a boss and all that.
Yeah, that's the honest to God. Okay. I was double checking to one because I've done this one before and I don't think anybody's gone this route with it. But it's fun.
Of course not. You know me.
Always outside the box.
I do not kick the tires. I let the air out of them.
Could you imagine a 1920s Karen? Jesus.
No, darling.
No, darling. I will not be going near there. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Yes. But no, the only thing he knows is that the police took a report. There was some information in the newspaper, and the uncle is no longer being searched for because they consider him to be gone. Was there an official death certificate? I would have to assume so, but I do not have any record of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was I was called in as the executor to prepare the place for sale, and we're going to divvy out the proceeds. Minus
again, I come back to again. You were sent by the person who cracked open the will of a guy who's not been declared dead. Who sent you here?
You'll have to ask them.
Who's
about
them?
The law offices of I Don't Give Up. They're French. You wouldn't know them.
I need to know who was in possession of the will.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the investigating officer on the case of the missing person?
Okay.
And who sent you here?
Okay. So let's see. You're saying the investigating officer, I don't know his name. I was never involved with it. You can ask down at the police station. Do you have
a date of this missing persons report?
Let me look at that.
Just going in there going, hey, some guy might have died. Can I get the info? That ain't going to work.
Right. In March 13th, 1921.
Okay. And that's the first thing.
Okay.
Second thing is who is cracking open this will? What law firm was it? So I can go jack them up next.
Oh my God.
I will play the part of the investigative reporter.
No. I was looking at the woman marrying an AI thing.
Oh, geez.
They do. Do you know? And this is the honest to God truth. Like in Japan, they have hotels where you're able to date and marry your like Tamagotchi avatars, where they do or the dating games, the dating video games. You can actually marry and interact with them in there. Yeah.
Wow.
And they wonder why they have a low birth rate. But that's a different story.
Wow.
So yeah.
Did you read that? Did you read?
Yeah, that's what caught my eye on. Well, I only have one, so.
Yeah, in the winter they identify as a man and just let everything grow.
Hmm.
Oh, geez. Oh.
So when you pulled up to the house, it was on a, it was a well-maintained drive. But you could see that it was starting to get overgrown because somebody hadn't been living there for a year, but it was a large, opulent house. Like this thing is, I don't know if it would be considered a mansion today, but it would have been back then.
Okay.
There's not many houses around, but there might be a couple. And yeah, that's when you went in and you saw Mr. Thomas and you've asked him these questions. I just wanted to make sure we got that in. So we got you the date for the missing persons report. You wanted to know who was the lawyer.
Yeah, who's the one that had the will? Who's in charge of the will itself? I'm trying to figure out who sent this dude here, basically.
I don't. My brain went to Erwin R. Shyster from WWE, but I don't. What's a good lawyer name?
Perry fucking Mason.
No, that's okay. We'll call him.
That dude never lost. Perry Mason.
William Ross. Okay, that'll be the lawyer's name. The lawyer's name is William Ross. Now, he has an office in town, of course.
All right. And that's pretty much all I'm going to get out of this. Oh, shit, Gage. Milton Ashburn.
Yeah.
Mr.
He's a bad mother. Shut my mouth. Just talking about Shaft.
What's up, Gage? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I just look around and see things, and then I just pick random names.
Yeah, you got to. Like Mickey Mouse.
So,
where would go with Mickey Mouse, but that would have been a different kind of
awkward.
It's a different kind of RPG.
Mm-hmm. So you can do things like asking around the neighborhood where the people are. There's a local library. Talk to the police, obviously the lawyer, the newspapers, or you can look around the current house where you're at. Like I said, you're there to solve a robbery, not anything else.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm gonna look around too, but you gotta have a backstory to go with this robbery, okay? So I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna ask, dude, do you know what books are missing?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know the exact titles, but I can show
you. You've been here a year getting stuff ready, and you don't have everything cataloged yet, son.
I don't have them memorized. I don't care about the books. They're not my thing. But he can show you where they were stolen.
Wait a minute. What's your thing? You said
I like the ponies.
So you're here to get the ponies ready?
No, we're here to sell the house and get money.
You don't think books have value, Junior? Jesus.
Not to me.
Yeah, they picked the wrong guy to come over here and check out the house. Just saying.
But he shows you, like, yes, there were a couple of books. Exactly. You got that, huh? Yep.
Hold on. Is there a Rolodex of the books? Is there a computer file of his book?
There's no computers in the 1920s.
Well, you know what I mean. Is there a what do you call it? Dewey Decimal System for his library?
Sure. Give me a spot hidden check. See if you get it.
Let's see. What number is that one? Where am I at here? Where's my spot hidden? Come on, where is it? Where is it? Ah, there it is. That one.
There you go.
I failed.
How'd that go?
No good.
Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, he definitely has a typewriter. You can't find any kind of catalog of books, but you can see a spot where a bunch of books are obviously missing. Other ones are leaned over. There's blank spaces and so on.
Okay, I want to. Are these books in any kind of alphabetical by author or title?
Good thing you asked. He does actually use that Dewey Decimal System that you were talking about. You know where the spot is at your nice. But you can see that there are gaps in his the gaps in the books are from all over. It's not just fiction or nonfiction or biographies and so on. It's all different kinds of books that are taken, that are missing.
Right. But are they alphabetical by title or by author?
We'll go by title.
Okay, because by author means you can pretty much try to identify whose books they are.
Mm-hmm.
By title, it could be any fucking thing. You see what I'm saying? It's like that's why I asked. Okay, sure. So there's no way of knowing what the books are that are missing.
Exactly.
And he don't know because he's the dumbass that cares about ponies.
Yeah, he's not sure what titles were taken. It literally says right there. Yeah, he doesn't know.
Does this do? Okay, I'm asking. Do you know if your uncle had any close friends?
He did keep mostly to himself. He liked to read. He did say in one of his letters he met a friend of his named
Carrie
Melodious. Which I thought was a weird name, but
what?
He said his friend's name was Melodious.
Melodious.
Yes, and there was also an older lady that always came around and would say hi to him, but he didn't really bother with her much.
How do you know this if you weren't here?
He used to write before he disappeared.
And I suppose you threw all them letters away, right?
Well, they're at my house, not at this one. Why would I bring those letters to this house?
Could you get them for me?
They're states away, and we're in the 1920s.
I don't care.
No, I can't.
Just give me the key to your house, man. I'll take a little trip. Take a little trip.
See you in 6 months.
Whoa. Oh, come on. In the 20s, we had 30-mile-an-hour cars. It wouldn't have took that long. A couple weeks. We'd been there.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. So,
All right.
nothing in the library that gives me what I need.
Well, do another spot hidden for me.
Well, another spot hidden.
Yeah. I'm not going to give you the other thing, but
It's just as bad.
Just as bad as the other one. Okay. Let's see. You have no idea about how that happened. Okay. All right. Keep going, whatever you want to do.
I can get you whatever I want to do. He's like, yeah, you're not close. Go ahead. Keep going.
You do whatever you want. I am grabbing a cup of coffee here, and we're going to go from there. Probably going to eat turtle soup if the damn thing doesn't stop crawling in and out of its thing there.
All right. Does dude have a study? Any place where he like does his thing?
That's where you are, where all the books are.
Okay, that's where. Okay, then I want to go to his bedroom and take a little look around.
Okay. When you get into the bedroom, it's not sparse by any means, but you can see that the bed was used, and you know, Thomas is like, yes, this is where I sleep now.
Dude, you're creepy as fuck.
I say, sir,
I kind of back another step or two away from the dude.
I'm paying you $10 to solve this mystery, not to insult my personage.
Yeah. It'd be a lot easier to solve this mystery if you weren't messing with all the evidence and didn't know anything. I mean, usually if I call complaining to somebody about something missing, I know what it is, not some books. I know what's missing. You see what I'm saying? And a breaking and entering, isn't that something? What did the police say? Did you call the police?
I'm not going to call the police over a few books missing. They're not going to bother with that.
They don't charge you $10 a day, and they might be able to figure out who broke into your house. I'm just saying, you didn't go to the police first.
No. That a few books going missing, they're not going to spend their time on it.
And I'm not a detective. I'm a reporter, and you came to me. I want to know why.
I came to the society. The society sent you. So they must have had confidence in your skills that I'm starting to sorely
What exactly did you ask the society to do?
I asked the society to send me somebody who would be able to discover who was stealing my property. Now, can you do that? Or not?
And they didn't ask you if you had called the police?
No. They sent me you.
Well, it's my job to ask you these questions.
Seems like
So
I overpaid.
why would you not call the police? I'm just a reporter. I get stuff and I write articles about it. Is that what you want from me? To write an article about your uncle's missing books?
No, I wanted someone to find the person stealing them.
Well, I don't think anybody stole anything, but we'll see. Okay. I think your uncle popped back in here, grabbed some of his books, popped out. He didn't hurt anything, destroy anything. Didn't go bother you in bed. Probably had a key, opened the door, let himself in. There's no signs of breaking and entering. Are you sure you just don't want to maybe admit that your uncle's alive and quit trying to steal his shit?
I don't know that he's alive.
You don't know that he's dead either. This is my point.
They've told me he is, and that's why I'm here.
Who's they?
The lawyers, the one that said for me to come in and settle the affairs, to take
And
care
how
of
much?
it.
And how much do they stand to make out of this?
I don't know.
Oh, well, how much are you paying them? You know how much you're paying me? Come on.
Here, let me look up real quick. Cost of lawyer in 1920s. Hold on. Cost of legal
No, I'm not.
services in 1920.
No, I told you before the show. I have not read. I don't know anything about Lovecraft, dude. Nothing.
It would cost $7.90. Gosh, that's expensive.
An hour?
Let's see.
They charge by the hour.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, you know. But no, like they would get a percentage of the estate when it sells. You know, what do they get? 35, 40% fucking lawyers? You know.
Probably.
Yeah.
We'll say they'll get 25% of whatever we sell it for.
They stand to make a good chunk off the sale of this house without proof of the person who owns it being dead, and that's bothering me.
After a year, you'd think he would be here. You're bringing up old grief, and
I think he was just here. Your books are gone. Who breaks into a house and steals books? Well, it wasn't even a break-in because there's no sign of a break-in.
Bibliographists?
No. Owners, yes. Let themselves in with the key, walk over, grab the books they want to read in the hotel room or wherever they live now.
No, my doors were locked during
And
all
he
the
has.
burglars.
Did you change the locks after he moved out?
No, I didn't change them. No.
No. So he probably still has a key and can let himself in whenever he wants. I don't think your uncle's dead, and I think you and the lawyers are trying to steal. That's what I think's going on here. So I might have to go file a police report of my own.
You do what you need to do.
I mean, you're insisting there was a break-in here, right?
There was.
Okay. See, and the first thing you do when your house is broken into is you call the police. Not what is the society that you see? Why did you? I don't get it. You called the society because you think there's some kind of supernatural connection to the books being missing?
He turned that into a valid theory.
I'm a fast talker, boy.
I know, it's annoying as shnikers, isn't it? I'm trying to get him into the Cthulhu part, and he's like, yeah, no, but this is logical. And I'm like, well, shit, I can't argue with that. How the hell do you argue with this? Especially knowing what I know.
Hey, if I'd have chosen janitor, I'd be asking to see the bathroom, okay? I'm trying to play the part to the best of my ability. I'm a fast-talking investigative journalist. Come on.
Translation. I'm a bullshitter.
There you go. And whatever I got to do to get to the truth, right?
Yes.
I have to report the truth.
I called you because, again...
you called the society.
Yes, I called the society because I didn't hear anybody come in. The doors were locked when I got up, and the only thing that was missing was the books. I know the police are not going to care about a couple of books going missing.
No,
so
they might get rid of that missing persons case that's out there because they figured that the guy who owns the house came, let himself in, grabbed some of his books, and left.
But do you have proof of that? Prove it.
Do you have? That's just it. You say the house was broken into. There's no sign of a broken into house. Do you have proof the house was broken into? That's why you didn't call the police.
Fine. I'm doing your job for you. Here, I will do your job for you. He grabs you by the arm. Hold on. Grabs you by the arm. Walks you over to the window. Look. Right there. What do you see? Look.
And? The
windows have scratch marks around the latches, and there's dirt on the floor.
Well,
I thought an investigative reporter would have seen that.
Dude, you could have just pointed at that in the first place and said, "Look, they broke in the window."
Do I always have to do your work for you? Then why are you here?
Exactly. Why am I here if you already know they came in through the window? Why didn't you call the police and say, hey, somebody broke in my fucking window?
Okay, you're fired.
I'm just saying, it's like, this is different. This says breaking and entering. Now, I have no idea whether you planted this shit or not. I'm not going to argue that with you. Okay. But you could have just said that in the first place, and then there wouldn't have been no, well, he just let himself in with a key. Because you could have said, no, he didn't let himself in the key. Look at the window. You could have saved us 20 minutes by saying, yo, look, check out
But
the
you
window.
brag about your skills so much. I wanted to see if you had them.
Oh, no. See, you had knowledge that you say you didn't have. You kept saying, dude don't know nothing. But dude did know something. See? So you're not being, he's not being honest with me. I'm just saying. He's not being, I think he has something to hide. I really do. Anyway, I still want to go talk to the lawyer. I still want to go talk to the police about the missing persons report, because to me, it seems just kind of shady that somebody's selling a house, somebody that ain't been proven dead.
Right.
And I'm an investigative journalist, and now I'm going to follow all the leads in any direction they go, right? You know, there may not be a missing person, or there may not be a missing person that even stole any books, you know. And now I don't really much care about the guy who, if somebody broke in or not, because I want to find out why they're trying to sell this guy's house.
Okay. If that's what you want.
You know, I mean, one thing at a time. He's paying me, right?
Well, unless you don't figure out who, you know, who stole the books, he ain't paying you.
Well, let's see. I get paid by the day for the day services.
As long as it's part of the
This,
job. I mean, you can if you want to say it this way, if I take my car into the mechanic and he goes, you know, and does yard work, technically he's still doing work, but it's not the work I paid him for, so I'm not paying him.
No. If he's doing yard work on your car, then you got to pay him. No, they'll send you a quote that says, "Hey, this and this and this are also wrong with your car. You want us to fix that too, but you're still paying for that initial stuff." But detectives work more on the, you know, I mean, pay by the day thing. This dude say you're gonna pay me $10 a day, but if it's based on whether or not I come up with what he wants to hear, as opposed to what the truth is, I get paid either way. Okay, I get paid.
Well, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
Because I'm not here working for free. This ain't a you get paid on the back end if. I do enough of that in real life. You know? None of those have paid off yet either. But,
all right. Taking Juliet to the to get her cast today at 2:00. Okay.
Oh.
Remind me to tell Kat that and get everything taken care of. Okay. Awesome. One more day. One more thing.
The soccer clash.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Did she fall and fracture it, or did
just a run bump into each other, kind of just a kid thing? It's gonna happen.
That was a pretty hard bump into each other.
Yeah, they all got tangled up, and she's like, "Ow, my hand hurts, my arm hurts," and then we took her up to the hospital. Like, yeah, you got a fracture. All right, but she wanted to keep playing, so I mean,
I was watching kids play the other day, and there's this girl on the other team, and every time she kicked at the ball, it was like a punter. I mean, her foot was head high every time she kicked at the ball, and it was like, man, somebody's gonna get cleated in the face. I can see it. You know? Yeah. Soccer ain't, everybody thinks it's not that dangerous. Yeah, I used to play indoor soccer where we smashed each other into the boards and shit. Yeah, soccer's fun. All right. So I guess I'm going to the police department.
Let's see.
I took a little bit of this. I took a little bit of this dirt, put it in a baggie.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm looking at the window because you said there's scratches all over the lock on the inside.
Well, you could see where the window's been opened and closed, often. So there's scratches on the thing there, but yes, there's also on the locking mechanism.
On the inside of the window, there's scratches where the locking mechanism.
No, on the outside.
Okay, well, I can't see the outside.
Outside and the what do they call the? It wouldn't be the window jamb. Would it be the frame?
Yeah.
The inside of the window frame.
Okay.
Like something was slid in there and moved around. If they find the clues, so did you already leave the house yet?
No, like you said, I took some of that dirt.
Okay.
It was on the floor, and now I'm going outside and going around to the outside of the window. That's why I asked what I could see on the inside of the window, because I'm about to go look at the outside of the window.
Okay. If you're outside, do a track for me. Give me a track roll. Or nature.
Oh, where are these at? Track is 10 and nature is what? Natural world, they're both 10. So
yeah, either one.
They failed.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of at that range. It's kind of expected. Now you could push it and roll again, but there would be a bigger failure if you push it. And just
notice the only success I had was before we started playing.
Of course. But you are able to see, even with being almost as blind as I am, that the window does have a lot. You know what? Not only does the window have a lot of scratches on the outside, but there's some kind of scratches on the sill going down, like something was hanging from it. You're not quite sure what, but that's what you see.
Oh, dude got a little rope ladder. He just hooks on, climbs right up. Not really concerned with that. I want to check and make sure that the dirt out here is the same as the dirt in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does look like the same. I mean, it looks like that.
Any prints? Anything?
Spot hidden, baby.
I
know I'm an asshole.
Oh no. You got to have the rolls. It'd just be nice to get one every now. You see what I'm saying? It'd just be nice. Every one of them spot hiddens has been a 60-40. Every one.
It is. That is weird, isn't it? Let me scroll up. Yeah, it has 61, 68, 67. Huh.
Roll 20 do not like me.
So we should get you actual dice. But
I have dice. It's just,
Yeah. So you don't see that so much, but you're looking around, you're casually, and you see that there's a worn path behind you. Slid in, moved around. Yep, I know. You see how he is.
Yeah,
as a good Christian, I got to stop this some days. I
know
my virgin ears.
I'm gonna have to go visit Carrie and fix her.
So no, you get a sense of a path behind you just because the way the grass and the dirt are trampled. But as far as anything else, I don't know. You see what you've seen.
Well, I guess I'm gonna try and follow this trampled little grass path.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You die. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, well, see everybody next week.
You did. Lord. Now you walk through. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I shouldn't interrupt.
It wouldn't be the first time. So,
if you ever hear the game Traveler?
No.
I thought about getting that one too, because the old editions of Traveler, not the new one, you could actually die during character creation. It was so bad that you were able to make certain rolls where you were dead even before you played the game.
Yeah, Carrie, I can make it so that none of that stuff would feel like innocent and angelic anymore.
All right, so when you walk through and you break through the trees, you find a graveyard. There's a lot of the traditional gravestones, but there are also a few mausoleums, the tall with the doors and everything. And there's some, I don't know what they're called, but it's the half tombs where you can, how you could usually just slide the top off and look what's inside. Those kind.
Okay.
I don't remember. What the hell are they called? I don't know. Somebody let me know. I don't remember at this point. But now when you walk through, there's a guy, coveralls, straw hat, and he's tending to the flowers. Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, Pops. Pops and marmalade.
Excuse me, sir. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, give him your. I just want to see what your fast talk would be. That's the one you're good at, right?
Supposedly fails.
My, everything's been in the 60s. Do it again. I just got to see it if it goes to the 60s.
Oh, it gets worse.
Well, at least it's an 80 this time. It's a different number. All right, I just wanted to see what it would do. Anyway, so you meet this guy. Yes, what can I do for you?
I was just wondering if you know anything about the break-in in the house over there.
Oh, you mean the old Kimball place?
Yeah.
He was a nice guy. He was a heck of a good guy.
What do you mean was?
Well, he used to come here all the time. Believe it or not, he loved my cemetery.
When was the last time you saw him?
Oh, God. It's been about a year back.
And where do you think he went? What do you think happened to him?
I don't know what happened to him, but he used to come here all the time, and he didn't like people bothering him, which is fine because I don't like people bothering me. But he used to come here all the time, sit and read. Just sit amongst the graves and read.
Because that's what's missing out of his house. Like, it was broken into recently, and
somebody tried to rob that guy. Somebody tried to rob that poor old man.
Some books are missing from his house.
He'd hate that.
He would hate that. Now, there's a path, a little like, beaten path between your cemetery and the actual window that was broken into.
Well, yeah, he used to walk out here every night and read. Every day, every night, he used to come out here and just read for hours.
He crawled out his window and
Well, no, he obviously didn't crawl out his window, but he still used the path. You're gonna have to make a fast talk now for that one.
I mean, come on, man.
You're making a fast talk for that question.
If it was a year ago, that path has grown over a little bit by now. We fail again. 60-40.
Number 60. Good Lord Jesus, help us all. So he goes, no, of course he didn't come out his window. Who would do that? God. And he goes back to tending his flowers. Look, if you want to see where he used to sit, I'll show you, but I got to get back to work.
Yeah, why don't you show me?
Give me a spot hidden.
Give me another gonna blow it. Okay. 60-40.
60-something again. Man. Okay, never mind that. But he takes you to one of those where the lower half kind of tomb things are that you can sit on. He says, I even put a hook here for his lantern when he started coming in at nights. And there's an old metal hook stuck in the ground that you can hang a lantern from. Let me see. What is your trail, or it would have to be spot hidden again, or tracking rather. I'm sorry, trail.
I need a couple of D10s, right? That's what we're saying here.
If you have D10s,
yeah,
2 of them, yeah.
Well, I'll just roll one at a time. First will be 10, second will be, not trying to dig too deep, but I do have a D10 in my hand. So,
Okay.
okay, where are we at? Bonus penalty.
I was just clicking it to see what it did. So yeah, feel free to give another spot hidden or track check, and you have to get under your or equal to.
Well, I mean, track's only 10, spot hidden's 40.
And I guess I know what one you're going for.
I think we're going with spot hidden. Okay. And we roll a 9. So it's going to be a 90. So forget that one.
Yep. So it's better on the other one then, huh?
Not really. That was the first roll.
Oh, I rolled it for you and I got a 97. Oh my God.
Yeah, right there. Just like that. See, if I roll it, 57 40 is still going to fail. It don't matter.
Well, that 40 is a difficult one. But no, okay, so you...
It's like now you realize that spot hidden is where you should have put all the points.
Well, for this one, maybe. For this one, maybe. Let me see if there's anything we can do for you. You can push the roll, which says how you're looking. You have to say how you're going to be looking deeper into this thing. Or we can go on and you can do something else.
Well, he's showing me where the stuff was, right?
Right, and he showed you that spot. Yep, which is why I did the spot hidden there.
Okay, so I guess I gotta look deeper because I got
okay.
Yep. 4 for the 10s and 8, so 48, 45 still fails.
Okay. What you've gotten on here?
Just like that. Yeah, it's just like that.
Weird. It comes up almost the same thing you roll both times we did this. It is listening to you. I tell you, I might have to lose sanity just for having it listen to me.
A roll 20, fuck you.
That's it.
Are you listening now? Can you hear me now?
All right. Well,
so
you can only push it once. So
yeah. So there's nothing I'm going to get here.
No.
I want to thank Dude for his time and tell him I may be back with another question or two later.
That's good. I'll be here. If I'm not here, you can see me at home. He'll give you his address and you can.
Cool. All right. And off to the police department I go with my bag of dirt and my. Yes, with my bags of dirt and my. Did you know somebody broke into this house that Dude didn't report that he's trying to steal?
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm really about to go through a whole can of worms into this story. So
if the answer is yes, they are an investigator. Then the following information is free, no roll required. Okay, well, that's good then. I get to give you this stuff for free. Oi! Yeah, it all depends on what you put your points in for your skills. And again, we can talk about it later, Gage, but if you have a different education role, that gives you more points because you're more book smart. Same thing with the size and the strength. That'll give you more points to put into things. It all depends on where you want to focus. There's so many different skills in this game, and there's a lot of places to add your own skills if you want. So these things that the book doesn't cover.
You kind of got to go with the character you choose, though. Too, you got to build it. Like I chose investigative reporter, so I sunk points into stuff that I thought would help an investigative reporter.
Yep. So you would focus more on the, asking the questions part. But if you had a detective with you or a nature person, archaeologist, they might be more apt to do the spot hidden stuff. Right. And that's why Call of Cthulhu, it can be run with one player. But if you have, obviously a more well-rounded quote unquote party. But really, I do like this 10 times better than D&D. I just cannot stand D&D anymore. I even grew up on Dungeons and Dragons, that was my first thing. We had a hex paper and we were doing it was the advanced Dungeons and Dragons. But I just can't stand it anymore. That's why I have so many other different systems up here. It's trying to find one I like.
For me, it just depends on the story. If it's a good story, it'll create a good game. You know, like this right here, I'm having fun playing the part of the investigative reporter, asking all the stupid questions because I've been interrogated by police and shit before. Okay, and I know how they are. You know, I mean, I've been there, and this kind of how they are. They ask all the stupid questions, and then they try to ask them again, worded differently to get you to screw up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like an investigative reporter would be the same way as a detective when trying to get to the bottom of something.
Which is fine.
You know, trying to play the part the way it would be played.
So the person at the front desk is kind of annoyed that you came in and just started screaming questions at them.
Screaming? Come on.
He says, you need to talk to, who did we say? Oh, we didn't give the detective a name.
No, we didn't.
Detective, since we're in the Boston area, Detective O'Malley it is.
Detective who?
O'Malley.
O'Malley.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
And what are you going to ask him?
I'm going to ask him if there's ever been any kind of closure with the missing persons case involving Uncle, I don't even know his name.
You made me forget his name. Geez, I've run this like 3 or 4 times, and you made me forget his name. Douglas Kimball. Doug Kimball.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Kimball. I was just wondering, I'm an investigative reporter, and I was called out to the Kimball house.
Oh, yes, that place.
I was called out there for a breaking and entering, and I was wondering if you had received any police report of anything like that happening recently.
Oh, laddie, I tell you what. The last break-in we had was a guy named Jake Six Fingers Thompson. That was months ago, but he was arrested. We have him in jail. Nothing else has been going on. No other break-ins.
The caretaker has said that he's there preparing the house for sale.
Right. That happens when somebody dies, yes.
Okay, has there been a death certificate on Mr. Kimball that I'm not aware of?
I'll check the file, but there has to be. We declared everything official because he's been missing for, what is it, about a year and a half, something like that now?
Well, I'm not sure how long he's been missing. I just know that somebody's trying to sell his house, and I asked them, and they said that there's no death certificate, that there's no, and I'm wondering how the wheels got set in motion to sell a house to somebody who's still alive.
Let me take a look at the file quick. So he'll go grab the file. Yeah, here's the missing persons report. Slides it over to you.
Mm-hmm.
Filled out for Douglas Kimball, shows you his picture. It's an older guy, white hair, glasses, picture an older dude. We never found him, so we just declared he was probably eaten by bears, or he was senile and wandered off and passed away, but we couldn't find him through any of the searches of the property or any of the surrounding areas. So we just called it. We can't spend our lives looking for him,
Okay, is there a death certificate? That was my question.
Yes, he'll slide it over to you.
Okay. Well, this guy called us to come out and investigate.
Who's this guy?
The nephew, the caretaker at the house.
Okay.
He called us to come out. He called the society to come out and investigate a break-in and theft at the house.
Okay.
And I went out there and, asked him some questions. He doesn't really seem to know much about anything, but he doesn't know what's missing other than some books. He's been there for a year, supposed to be cataloging the estate for sale, but he doesn't know what's missing. He hasn't reported to you any recent break-ins, but told me there's been many recent break-ins. And I'm just like, I'm kind of confused what's really going on out there.
That is a good question. There's nothing we can do unless there's been an official report of a break-in. Are you filing an official report?
Sure, I can file an official report. I can even present some evidence that I collected at the scene.
Okay. Let me take down your information, and we'll get an officer out there to take a look.
Okay. You'll have to let me know when. It's not my house. It's not like I live there.
Why do I have to let you know?
I can't just go hang out there and wait for your guy to show up. That would be trespassing. Let me know when he's going to be there. I'll be there. I'll show you what I found. Oh.
Give me a half hour to get somebody ready, and we'll go out there.
Okay, cool. I'll meet you out there in about a half hour.
Okay.
How far away is this lawyer's office?
It's a small town. Give it three doors down.
All right, I'm gonna roll over here and talk to Lawyer B, Mr. Shaft, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I think that's what do we call? Let me scroll back up. I forget.
You called him something William something lame, but I liked the Milton Hashburn. I thought that was pretty good.
Okay, so we'll change the name to Milton Hash.
I got you, Gage.
There we go. That's his official name then.
We got to let the people in the chat chime in and add their their stuff.
Milton Hashburn is a zombie and eats you upon entry.
Eaten by bears.
Yeah.
Big James got that.
Hey, we don't know if he was eaten by bears or not. It's a perfectly viable option until you find out what really happens.
It could have happened, exactly. All right, so my questions for the lawyers have changed, obviously, because now I've seen a death certificate.
Of course.
So I want to ask, dude, why he put somebody in charge of getting the house ready who's not cataloging the estate.
Honestly, that's not my concern. I appreciate
there was a break-in.
No, sir. I appreciate you coming in, but the will just said that the house goes to him. What he does with it after that is not my concern. I'm just
letting you know that stuff that you would be making money off of when the estate sales is disappearing, and he's not letting you know.
That's a police matter.
I've already talked to them. We're going to go out there with them here in a few minutes. I'm letting you know what's going on because obviously he's not.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay. Not trying to be adversary to you in any way. I'm just letting you know that if you have a financial stake in that building, stuff's disappearing out of it and nobody's reporting it. There you go. Have a good day.
Thank you. Crazy guy came in today and talked about. All right. So what's next?
I guess we're going to go back to the estate and wait for dude. Policeman.
Okay. So, yeah, when you get back there, since you took time with that, the police are not far behind. In fact, they're probably so close you thought they were chasing you.
Okay.
What would you like to tell them now that you're back at the house?
Just, show them the windows frame, show them, outside. We haven't knocked on the door yet. I'm just showing, look, they do call me out here. There's dirt from right here on the floor on the inside of the window. There's scratch marks all over the window. It looks like a breaking and entering to me. It's just not on record anywhere. He's asking me to come and investigate this, and I don't want to step in somebody's shit.
Okay.
I'm a reporter. I'm not a detective. So I want to make sure that the police are aware of what's going on here, aware that dude hired me to be on the premises to investigate in case something goes south. I'm just putting my name on the record here on the premises. That's
okay.
Now, what you guys do with the information for breaking and entering, if you want to go in and interrogate Mr. Kimball or whatnot, that's on you. I just protect myself as a reporter. That's all
Well,
I'm doing.
we can take a look around. And we'll just ask. We'll look around and see what we can see.
Cool. Because I just feel like there might be something shady, and like I said, I don't want to be stepping in somebody else's shit. You know, I was hired to be here, and it doesn't seem like the guy who hired me really wants me to find out what's going on. He sure didn't tell you guys the place was broken into, so you know.
Well, what was missing? So you'll go meet up with Thomas Kimball. So why are we here? What is missing?
Well, Mr. Kimball, I'm waiting for him to answer. You're talking to him.
Oh, I thought you were okay. So yeah, he'll let the cops know as the books were missing. The cops are like, okay. Where are they taken from? And are you going to show them anything in the study?
Well, I didn't really find anything because I couldn't roll shit. So I can show them the window. I can show them the window. I can show them the dirt on the floor. I can show them the scratch marks or whatever. I can show them the empty spaces in the bookcase.
And Thomas comes in and he goes, and I know it was around here somewhere. I just can't find it. Where is it? Give a spot hidden roll in here. I got to see you actually succeed on something.
I did it!
Hey! Not only that, but you got a hard success. You did exceptionally well here. That's a miracle. All right. Let's see. So you find, not only do you find, you can see where there's strange looking tracks leading from the window to the bookcase. And I don't know how you missed it before, but behind the curtain next to the bookcase, it must have been dropped, is an old leather journal.
Really?
Yep. You're lucky you didn't fail. If you would have failed and broken something, he would have taken $5 a day off your fee.
So this journal, I'm assuming it's the uncle's.
That it is. Yes, it is definitely the uncle's journal.
Does anybody else see me pick this up?
I mean, there's two people in the room with the police there, you know.
Do
So,
they see me pick this up?
Yeah. Yeah, you made definite sure that they were there with you.
Oh, I would have slipped that in my pocket and read it later.
Well, let's see. Do a sleight of hand check then to see if you can do that.
Nah, it's too late. You said they saw it. It's cool. It's cool. They saw it. All right. So, Mr. Kimball, do you recognize this? This right here.
Yes, that's Uncle Doug's journal.
And did you know it was there?
Well, no, I didn't know where it was. I knew he had one. I just didn't know where it was.
Okay. Well, do you mind if I take a look at this?
If it'll help in your investigation, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it would definitely help because there may be stuff in there that could lead me to where either he may be or what happened to it. One or the other.
Okay.
I'm surprised you hadn't ever, you've been here for a year, dude? You don't clean behind the curtains?
Yes, of course we clean behind the curtains.
You've never found it? Okay. I'm having a hard time.
That's okay. It'll make sense when you read it. So you let me know when you're ready to sit and read and when you dismiss the officers and all this other stuff.
Well,
11:30.
The officers will do they're investigating a break-in, right?
Okay, so you let them.
I'm investigating something different, So once they know, yes, it's on the record that I have the right to be here investigating this and all that. Like I said, that was kind of a protect myself thing.
Okay.
Now the police know I'm here, what I'm doing. They can go work on breaking and entering or whatever they do. Okay, my job is to find out what happened to Uncle Jojo, whatever his name is. So, yeah, we'll let them go.
Okay. They'll go wander around outside, do what they do as far as the investigation goes, and we won't worry about them anymore for a bit. So this bonus penalty, what the bonus penalty is you roll that, and this number is now your tens if it's a bonus or penalty. If it's a bonus, you take the smaller. If it's a penalty, you take the higher. It's not that big a deal. Just figured I'd let you know. But yeah, you got a 10. All right, so you're going to go sit and read the book?
Yes.
Now, the book starts off normally enough. He talks about his favorite books that he likes to read. And like we said, it's all different kinds. It's everything from historical fiction to biographies, science books, all of it. Okay? It then starts to turn a little bit weird. And not like in a porn weird. But he starts saying that he heard weird noises out in the cemetery. He tried to follow them. Pop sent a photo. What is this?
Yeah, Carrie wanted me to forward that to you, so I did.
Nice. I like it. But it God, the chicken got me distracted. Send chickens in the chat if you know what that means. He starts saying how he followed the noises, and it gets disjointed, but he found tunnels, and then the handwriting gets a little bit scratchier, like you can see that it's off. The last thing you heard, the last thing you can read or you can make out is that he's making a decision. He's reached this decision, and he's going to join his friends below. And that entry was 2 months after he left, after he went missing.
2 months after. 2 months after, and you had to make them in this house. Oh, everybody wants to see the picture? There you go.
Sorry.
Yeah, we saw. A brave little chicken. Brave little chicken. So yeah, I'm back to questioning the boy again.
The boy?
You know, the nephew.
Okay.
I mean, if his final entry was 2 months after he went missing,
isn't that weird?
That would mean he came into the house, made an entry in his journal, left his journal, and left.
Huh.
Which means he's been coming in and out of the house whenever he wanted, and doesn't show any type of "I'm gonna die" unless there's something red in there that says that. Do you want us to play a commercial while you're peeing so you don't get something, Gary? Since you announced that you have to leave, do you need us to pause for a moment? We can do that.
Either history might make sense here, but no. If you're trying to determine what's in that book, let's see. No, not persuade. I don't think psychology would be into it. It would be a language. I mean, you could roll your language. Just to see how well you can decipher it. Yeah, 55 is the language. Back here.
Where's my language at?
That one.
Where?
Only don't use mine, of course. But I mean, if you scroll down, it's on the right underneath firearms, and it says languages own.
I'm not seeing language anywhere. Oh, there it is. Oh.
There you go. Oh, good. All right. Damn it. I mean, good. So yeah, you can see clearly that it says he's reached a decision. He's going to join his friends below. Not much time now.
Say it again.
He's the last entry. Reached a decision. Going to stay with. I'm going to join my friends below. There's not much time. It's the last
Join
bit.
my friends below.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like somebody going somewhere, not somebody dead.
Right? Weird.
What does old young Kimball think of that?
I didn't know you told him.
Well, didn't I ask him about the final entry being 2 months after dude was dead, and this is kind of weird. Seems like he'd been letting himself in and out whenever he wanted. And
it does definitely lend credence to that. To your he's not dead theory.
Yeah.
But if he's not dead, then where is he?
Well, where's below? That's what we need to know.
How would I know where below is?
Well, I sure don't know. We're talking about your uncle, dude.
Maybe, I mean, this is why I'm paying you, is to find out why. You can ask me, but if I knew, I would be saving myself the $10.
Well, I don't think you knew anything about below, and it's new to you, just
Absolutely.
like it's okay. So we already found out something you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm already proving that you paying me is worthwhile, right? Because I'm already paying off dividends. You didn't know that he was putting entries in his journal in this house after he went missing. You see what I'm saying?
Did you find him?
I found that I found stuff you didn't know. That's what I'm trying to say. Where you at, bro? You've been in this house for a year. You could have on that journal, I'm sure, and looked at it and like known that. A year. I want to know what you've been doing here for a year. What do you actually do here?
My private life is none of your concern.
No. You said something about ponies when I asked you earlier, how come and why haven't you cataloged anything? You said the only thing I care about are the ponies. Are you gambling?
It's
Do
not
you bet on
gambling.
the
If you
ponies?
win.
Do you bet on the ponies?
Sometimes.
I'm going to take a little trip. Is there a pawn shop in the neighborhood?
That's a good question. Let's see.
Just like I said, some books are valuable. You know,
pick high or low.
Let's go low.
Low. So 50 and under, there is a pawn shop. Yes. Yes, there is.
I think I might take a trip to the pawn shop and see if there's any rare books on the shelves.
Okay.
Because that's just what we do. We investigate.
Sure. So go ahead. Head down into the pawn shop.
Mm-hmm.
First, give me a luck roll.
A luck roll.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? Do I got luck? Do
Yeah,
I
you
even
should.
have any luck?
Let me pull up your sheet so I can see where it would be.
Up here. Okay, there it is.
Oh
yeah, we're in the success zone, baby. Mickey Mouse is a lucky motherfucker.
Damn it, that doesn't count. Okay, no. Yeah, you actually not only do you see again, before you're asking anything, you don't see any of the books on the shelf, but you can remember a silver the desk set, the pen sets.
Right.
It even has DK etched on it. And you can see it there.
It even has DK etched on it.
And if you don't remember, Douglas Kimball was the guy.
Yeah, I got.
1 second, I got to stop the camera.
Okay.
Unless you want to see my junk when I stand up, and I really wouldn't blame you if you wanted to see my junk, but you don't have a magnifying glass.
I know you people in the front are gonna have to get real close.
Real close. There's no worry about a splash zone here.
You remember Robin Williams doing?
Oh, I love Robin Williams.
When he did the reality What a Concept tour.
Mm-hmm.
He opened the show with young Robin, right?
Mm-hmm.
With his, he opened it as himself, and he's like, "I want to show you something that's really special to me, but you people in the back gonna have to move up." And then he goes for a zipper, right? At the end of the show, he's old man Robin, and he's like, "I want to show you something really special to me, but you're gonna have to get real close, though." And that's how he ended the show, and it was fucking hilarious, dude. That dude was amazing. There you go. Back to it. Okay. So yeah, I guess I have to talk to the over the last year.
Well, sir, I don't appreciate your insinuation unless you want to make a fast talk roll and get him on your side.
Well, it wasn't really an insinuation; it was the facts. But okay, I'll do the fast talk thing.
Oh no, that is a critical fail. Look at that one off the top here. It is not my business to divulge any information about my clients. What do you claim you know? That's what I thought.
What do I claim I know? What do I claim I know? I know that I found DK's journal, and DK was making entries in his journal well after he was reported missing, and that stuff's coming up missing out of his house, and his nephew's not reporting it to the police. I know that.
What does that have to do with me?
Because the stuff is, I see some of the stuff right here in your that pen set right there. That's Kimball's. He's got one just like it on his desk in the house.
Okay, that's great. A lot of people have desk sets like this
with those initials. Yeah, in a small town. In a small town, yeah, I know. You really don't have to be helpful, but like I said, I'm working with the police on this, and they know what I'm investigating, and the lawyers know what I'm investigating, and any help you can provide will only look good on your end. Okay, so
if I didn't know everything I know about police and investigation techniques, knowing that's a BS lie, that they're just trying to get stuff on me, I might believe you.
But I'm not a cop. That's the whole thing. I'm trying to find out about the other guy. I don't care about you. I don't care about you whatsoever.
Do another fast talk.
I really am not, I'm not trying to get people busted. I'm trying to get to the bottom of what I've been hired to get to, which is, the thefts from the Kimball residence. I was hired by the Kimball nephew.
Everything you see here was legally bought and paid for.
Of that, I have no doubt. I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm trying to find out who brought it here.
Well, the legal owner, Mr. Kimball, brought it in.
Mr. Kimball. Okay, that's. Was there anything else?
He's brought me a few pieces over the last few months. But everything's been legal.
A detailed description. I was called to ask about books. I was called to investigate missing books. No books.
I don't buy books. I just buy trinkets.
Do you know anybody in town that does deal in books?
The library might.
I don't know if the library would buy books from somebody just off the street.
Well, Well,
These
that
are kind of specific. It's like the dude didn't take all the books. They're like certain ones missing out of the collection. Like so. But yeah, if none of them came here, that's fine. No antique shops, anything like that. Weird shops in town.
No. Library is the only one that would probably deal in books. And of course, we have our general stores and so on, but they're not. They don't buy from you. You buy from them. I assume you know how the store works.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, where would these books go to? Why would somebody steal books with no value? They have to have value somewhere. That's
I don't know.
Either value to the original owner, which is why they disappeared out the house. The original owner's not dead, which is what I think. Okay. I have a journal here that has.
This is all fascinating, sir, but I need to get back to work.
Oh, you're a pussy.
I don't have anything to do with this. This is not. I didn't take anything. I didn't buy anything. I don't know why you're giving me so much information.
I'm giving you information because it might trigger you to remember something that you might have forgot. Like most good, people doing an interrogation would do. I'm giving you information that might help you fix my problem. But it's obvious you don't want to cooperate with our investigation, so we'll move on. Thanks.
What in the world? All right. So what are we doing next?
I guess I'll go talk to the librarian and see if they have any interest in weird missing books.
Okay. Bada boom. Walk up to. I mean, it's just a small library. It's nothing extravagant. But give a library use roll, and they actually do have that in here because, well, using the library is important.
Library use. Nope, no good at that.
No. You actually should have been good at it. You got a more than 50% chance of getting this. So the librarian will come up and say, "Can I help you? You look lost."
I'm investigating a break-in at the old Kimball place.
I remember him. Doug, right?
Yeah, and the only thing I can seem to find missing are very specific books from his collection.
You know which ones were taken?
No, for some reason, the caretaker who's been there for a year cataloging the estate has no idea what the books are.
Well, between us and the four walls, he's not that bright.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out. But
what are you looking for here that I can help you?
I was just wondering if anybody had donated any strange books or if anybody here, knows anything about any books that may have been donated through the Kimball estate.
Well, let me take a look around, and she'll walk over with you to the to the office. She goes, "I know that Mr. Kimball, he wanted us to call him Doug, never would have traded any of his books. They were, where's LeVar? It is a Reading Rainbow. But he would never have traded any of his books. He loved them too much. In fact, he used to come in here a lot and sit and read our books until he got a good enough collection of his own. Now, as far what subjects was his interest? Or wait, what subject his interest was in? So, but we don't have any records of purchasing these books. And however, now that you mention it, looking through the thing, we did have one that was checked out by Mr. Kimball about a year ago, but we didn't want to say anything ever since it was he went missing. It was never followed up on because we didn't see him. If you see that book, could you get it back for us? Or tell that Thomas guy to bring it in.
Let me write that down and look on the shelves at the estate next time I'm there. See if it's there.
Da, 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 da. So you got that, you did that. Da, 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 da. Okay. Good. All right, so where are we going now? It is working in here
Back to
today.
the estate, I guess.
Got it. So it's getting late, as it would be, because you've been doing a lot of running around today. You haven't stopped to eat anything, but I'm going to assume that you did, because normally in here you would have to specify eating and so on, that you're taking time to do such things. But I'll assume you did. Unless you don't want me to.
Say what?
I'm going to assume you've eaten something today so that you're not starving and losing points because of that.
I don't know. I got my coffee.
Everybody gets coffee, right? All right. So it's again later at night. You come back to the manor, and what are you going to do then?
I'm gonna talk to Mr. Young Kimball.
Got it.
I'm gonna take him into the library, into the study there, you know. And while I'm just telling him stuff that I found out, you know, like I found out that you've been pawning some stuff, you know.
It was.
I know you as the legal owner, you know, I guess you get away with doing that, but I'm sure the lawyers are going to want their 25% of anything you sell here. I also did find a death certificate for your uncle, but don't believe that he's dead.
Why would you say something like that?
That I don't believe he's dead?
Yes.
Because he made entries in this journal in this house after you reported him missing. That's why. Months after. That's why. He wasn't missing when you reported him missing. And you never told anybody that he had been here in this house after you reported him missing.
Well, that
kind of makes a big difference in the missing part. You never told anybody that you knew he had been in this house after.
Who says I knew that?
You know it now.
I know it now.
Are you going to tell anybody?
Well, that was your job. I'm paying you for all of this.
Well, I'm telling you, this is what I found out. What are you going to do with the information?
You think he's alive. Congratulations. You have a theory. Where's the proof?
Well, where's the proof he's dead? We're back to square one, except I can prove he was alive after the missing persons report. Can you prove he was dead at all?
I don't see him anywhere. He hasn't been here
That's because he told you he went below. Our job now is to figure out where below is, but I don't believe he's dead.
Then go figure out what below is.
I think you need to come with me, Junior.
Okay. Where are we going?
First thing we're going to do is we're going to go back over and talk to this gravekeeper over here. The cemetery, where the path leads right over to the cemetery from your window.
Okay. You think he's going to be there this late at night?
Oh, we're going to go look around. I didn't say we're going to talk to him yet. We're going to go take a look around.
All right.
Don't you want to know if your uncle's alive or not?
I just find all of this a bit strange.
Yeah, I find it strange, too, that you hired me and didn't call the police when your house was broken into. I think you kind of know what's going on, and you're just not really letting on.
Well, let's go take a look in your cemetery.
It's not my cemetery, son. It's the one next to your house. You know more about it than I do. You're going to tell me what you know as we go walking around.
All right, when you get out there, you're going to make a few of these spot hidden things or track ones, whichever ones you wish.
A few of them.
Yep. So we'll start the first one as you're walking around the side of the house and you're getting underneath the window to the study.
That's a success.
Excellent. So you do see that there were fresh prints, not of Bel Air, but in the dirt, but they look like deer hoof prints, only bigger.
Only bigger.
Like maybe 3-4 times the size of deer hoof prints. Like a small cow kind of a thing. Only you get the idea of the shape.
Okay, so
they are going to and from the house.
What do you make of these, Mr. Kimball?
There's deer all over the place. We're in the woods, for crying out loud.
I don't think that's necessarily. I don't think that's a deer print, son.
You're saying a lot of I don't thinks, but where are you proving it?
You're saying that there's a lot of deer around, but I ain't seen one yet. So
look at the tracks.
I'm looking at the tracks. Them's way bigger for a deer. So, have you ever seen a deer?
Make a nature check.
I mean, have you ever really seen a deer?
Of course, on the plate.
Oh, come on with that shit.
Nope, you have no idea. They might be deer. You're pretty sure they might be.
I'm not. He is.
Oh no, this was all you, baby.
I'm not sure of anything.
Oh right, yeah.
Them would be like elk or moose prints. What I'm seeing. I'm not seeing different. You know,
it could be a moose knuckle.
See, it just seems to be much bigger, right? That's what you said, much bigger than your normal deer prints.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just ain't never seen deer that big, dude. But
no.
So we see that, and they're just right there under the window, right?
Yeah, it's under the window, and it's clearly going back through to the cemetery.
Okay, so we're gonna follow.
Yeah,
we're gonna follow these tracks. We're gonna see this big ass deer. Okay.
Let me. I almost said scroll. Jesus, I'm getting too used to that junk with online stuff. So we already went to his favorite tombstone. We did that. But yeah, go ahead and make another spot hidden thing, and you'll do it with the bonus. So after you make it, hit bonus, so that because you have somebody with you that's going to help out, looking around.
Where's bonus at?
After you roll, if you need it. You don't need it. Okay, but bonus is when you hit. Yeah, if you hit it anyway and you get lower, we'll use the lower. But no, that would be a 78 then. Okay. So we'll take your 38, not the 38 special.
But you might get that too. It is the 20s.
Yeah, we didn't give you a gun, did we? We'll give you the stats for one if you need it. So you'll follow those tracks right to his old sitting spot. And you see them leave from his sitting spot to a mausoleum with a lot of dirt around the front, but the door is closed.
The door is closed.
Yep.
What time is it?
Figure 7:30.
Oh, we're knocking.
It's not night yet, but it is getting dark. Yeah.
So can we knock on the door?
Sure, go ahead. There's nothing that happens. You knock on the door all you want, you hear a hollow echo, and that's all you're noticing.
Nothing.
From a knock, yep.
Doesn't dude live here?
In the cemetery? In a mausoleum?
No. I thought, I misunderstood. I thought we were at caretaker's house. Okay.
Oh, no. He lives in town yet. He doesn't live in the cemetery.
Okay, is this mausoleum locked?
That's a good question. So try the door if you wish. Make a strength roll with the help from what's his face. What is Thomas that's helping you?
Oh, and yeah.
Hit your bonus. Okay, so you got a 63, which is less than your 70.
Okay.
So the two of you managed to open the door. Now, when you open the door, there is such a smell that's like rotted meat and dirt and just 10 times grossness that just comes pouring out at you. Drop a Constitution roll in there.
Yeah, you kind of figure that's going to happen anytime you open up a place like that. You're going to get assailed with nasty. So
yeah. Oh, good. I say, if you would have said you held your breath, I wouldn't have made you do the roll. But when you open the door, you're hit with such stank that it makes poor. Let's see. No, he got an 8. Wow. Thomas loves the smell that's coming out of there, apparently. He has no problem. Yeah, he has no problem with it. Maybe he has a messed up nose from all the years around the horses. But you guys are okay. Cough a bit. And looking inside, you see there's a tunnel leading downwards. And it is pitch black.
There's our below, Junior.
It does appear to be below. Yes. What does that have to do with Uncle Douglas, though?
Well, maybe that's where he went. Did you think? Come on, man. Don't make me like lead you by the nose, dude.
Welcome to my world.
It's okay to jump to your own conclusions here unless you just don't want your uncle to be alive.
Of course we want him to be alive.
All right, well then let's trip on down this hole and see if we can find him. Don't you think he might be down there since he said
dark?
Below? Huh?
I'm not going down there in the dark.
Oh, do you want to go get some flashlights? That make it better?
Who wouldn't?
Okay, we'll go get you some flashlights, buddy.
And I actually checked, and they do have 1920s era flashlights, but they are they're special looking. They're pretty funny if you ever get a chance to see them. So you'll go grab a set of flashlights, come back in, takes about another 15, 20 minutes, maybe a half hour or so. And by this time it's getting pretty dark out.
Well, I was going to say, if you want to go, if you want to pause here.
No, we only have a little bit to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was all for waiting until morning so chicken shit there won't have a fissy hit.
Well, either way, it's still pitch black underground. Sun doesn't break through the dirt so well.
Just thought it might make him feel better, you know.
Nah.
Man, I just got a weird message from PayPal, and then when it said contact PayPal support, and when I clicked on it, nothing happened. So
probably a scam.
No, like somebody tried to attach an invoice to my account for $500 for some dumb shit that I didn't buy and didn't have nothing to do with, and I told them, no, that's not me, nothing to do with me. Then I get this, you know. So.
Right. All right. Well, so you're gonna head down the tunnels after you grab your lights.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. So you head down the tunnels, exploring the tunnels. You decide to go down the tunnels. Let's see. When you get down to the bottom, it curves off to the right, and you're met with a T intersection. Which way do you go? You can make a navigate roll to see if you can determine the way, or if you just want to guess.
Oh, well, I guess we'll do the navigate. We'll let the game play too. We failed. What does that mean?
So whichever way you were going to go, you go the opposite.
Okay, I guess we're going left then.
All right. So you're wandering around the tunnels for a good 2-3 hours. You get lost. Make another navigate to see if you can find your way out, or find your direction. Let's put it that way.
I'm making a what roll?
Navigate again.
Again. Okay.
Uh-huh.
There we
Holy
go.
Nikes. Damn it. I mean, yay.
On a 10, I got an extreme success.
Man,
Oh,
this is what I mean. You never know what the dice are going to do. All right, so you were so lost that you were produced by J.J. Abrams, and then you managed to find your way out. I think Thomas had some peanuts with him, and he was dropping the shells on the way as you were going. So you're able to start walking on the way out. Okay?
Okay.
When you are leaving, you meet. Can you see this pretty well? This gentleman. Okay?
Is that Mr. Kimball?
That is your Uncle Douglas.
Yeah.
So upon seeing him, you are going to make a sanity check because he looks a little bit different than you remember, or than than you're used to seeing a person.
Okay, where's sanity at? Where's that?
Sanity on this sheet is all the way up top, right under hit points and magic points. Right?
Okay, that.
Oh, wow. Damn it. Okay. Well, that sucks. So you you do not lose any sanity for this. You're apparently used to seeing strange people turning into these horrific monsters for some reason.
I'm an investigative journalist. I've seen it all, bro. Nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing.
So you see this guy. What do you want to do?
Excuse me.
Yes.
What book you reading there, my friend?
Let's see. Flip to page 16. There it is. If you speak to him, there it is. What book am I reading? It is The Life and Times of Julius Caesar.
That's awesome.
It's a little slurred because of the tusks and all.
Did that happen to be on the shelf in your study in the house over there?
Well, of course it was. The books are mine.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Thomas is like,
recognize this young chap right here.
I don't think he looks so well.
Do you recognize him, though?
Well, of course. That's Thomas.
Your nephew?
Yes.
Yes.
But he's going to need a rest, I think. And he looks just horrified.
Well, yeah, because they've basically they called me to investigate missing books and a break-in at your state.
Well, I wouldn't say the books are missing. I have them.
Did you know that you've been declared dead for almost a year, for over a year?
Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was, like I said, hired to investigate the break-ins.
Mm-hmm.
And when I told your nephew that I was pretty sure it was you coming to get your own books, he was definitely against that idea.
Well, here's the thing.
You know they're about to sell your house, right? That they're about to sell your house and everything in it.
Here's the thing. I noticed after being here a while in this that things started to be different. I started to get different tastes, if you will.
Right.
They can do whatever they want with that. I just want my books. After tonight, I will no longer be back here.
Okay, well, you might want to grab your books because they're getting ready to sell your house like you died a year ago.
Well, how about you help me carry some down? My friends will help take them.
Okay, I'd be glad to help you. Thomas.
What?
I think I proved that your uncle is still alive, and we're going to help him get his books out of the house, and the rest of it's yours to do with what you wish.
I have a favor to ask, says Douglas.
Okay.
Tell everybody I'm dead.
See, there you go. Okay, we get his books, and we give him his books, and you can play your little my uncle's dead game with his house. Okay?
He's just blank, white-faced, and he'll stumble along as you push him out. Yeah, that's what I was rolling for. No, he lost his stuff.
He's still going to be able to pay me, goddamn.
Doug says the only thing he wanted in life was to be left alone, to be able to read whenever he wants. And now that he's going to be going with his friends, he's going to have that time.
So basically all Doug was waiting for was somebody to help him get the rest of his books out there.
Yeah, he was trying to buy as much time as he could in order to keep getting more and more and more books out before the rest of his friends sealed the tunnel off, because that's what they're doing in the morning. They're not blowing up the tunnel, but sealing it up.
Sealing it off, yeah. Okay. So there you have it. Bless you. There you have it, Thomas. We get your uncle back, and then you get to get rid of him again. He gets his books. He's happy. You have the estate. You're happy. I get paid, and then I'll be happy.
Do you know corn does not make good shampoo?
Yeah, I'm just going to help myself to some shit in the house now. Head on down to the pawn shop. You know what I mean?
I like cotton balls.
Let me see. I'm going to grab a few things that don't have DK initials on them.
As an investigative reporter, he's stealing. He's robbing the guy blind.
No, I'm taking what he owes me because he's obviously schizoid and can't pay me now. So I'm going to go to the pawn shop. I'm going to cash this shit in, get paid. Then I'm going to go to the lawyer's office.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to let them know that everything's cool. They can do with what they will, but the caretaker of the house has lost his marbles, and you might want to get a new executor because he's speaking in tongues now.
Okay, we will take care of it, and I'm sure you called the police to have him checked out.
The police don't do that, and you're his employer. You are the one stands to lose. You might want to have him checked out.
I meant committed, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You might want to, follow that course of activity. My job is done.
Okay.
The police don't need to know shit. I'm not going to go in there and tell him Thomas is alive. Or Doug is alive because he wants everybody to think he's dead. So police can just have this open breaking and entering case that they can try and figure out some other day. I don't care.
You're like 90% sure that cop that came out and took that report threw it in the garbage on the way out.
Oh well, he might have taken it back to the station, but it just went in the same file with all the other shit that they don't look at.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, so, I'm pretty sure we solved this case in the most unorthodox way.
Oh dear God, yeah, definitely. Now, normally at the end of this, you would do what's called an improvement roll, where you would get a chance to improve your skills if you roll over them. We're not going to do that today, just because it would take much more time. But so, what do you think of Call of Cthulhu then?
Well, like that was fun for a solo thing, and actually playing along as an investigative reporter, it gave me a direction to follow, not knowing anything about I've never read anything Lovecraft, dude. It's like I told you, I backed an anthology, a Cthulhu anthology a while back, and it was a bunch of short stories that were already based on stuff that already existed, and I didn't know what the hell was going on in any of those stories. So, it's like doing it this way. I wasn't coming in as a Cthulhu fan. I was coming in as an investigative reporter. You see what I'm saying? Much more fun, I think, to not know what you're getting into when you're doing these games.
Yeah.
Than it is like, like you said, D&D. You played it so much, you burned out on it. It's the same. But when you go into one of these RPGs that you don't know anything about, you got to be the character. You have to play the game to get to the end game, right? And it's much more fun that way, I think. I don't know. I would play this. I would play this. I hope there's more to it than just that.
Oh, plenty. Yeah, this is, like I said, this was supposed to be a real simple, get you used to looking at the skills, get you used to playing around with the idea of how to play it.
Oh yeah, that's real simple as far as the dice rolls and the way you set up the characters and all that. That was pretty easy. We did that, without too much issue. No, I want to see that. That's what I want to see.
Why is my thing mirrored? That is odd. Oh,
because you're backwards, man. It's in the settings, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. Call it Cthulhu. That's what we're doing. I don't know if you had a plan for next week.
Not officially. I don't know what we wanted to do, who would be there. I try to tailor it based on who's going to be there. If it's only going to be one or two, people like just us, I'll find something that we can run, but I'd like to keep something going consistently so you don't have to keep learning new systems. You know what I mean? I know them because I've been playing them, but
I was going to say, if you want to pull another from this, and we'll do another Cthulhu next week. And if Jeff and Laurie or anybody else, you want to come in and play and hang out with us for a couple hours on a Friday morning. We do this every Friday morning, and we're just doing it to have a good time.
What was getting me right at the beginning of this, you were like, oh yeah, the uncle's coming back and taking his own book. So I'm like, son of a, he guessed it already? How did he guess this already?
It was too easy. Who else is, look, if my books are missing and I'm not living here, I'm probably the one coming and taking them. Nobody else gives a shit. I buy them. Nobody else knows. Look, nobody else even knows what books I have.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what he was doing. He was taking his favorite books because he wanted to have them with when he finally left for good.
Being a slightly eccentric book owner, I totally understood the uncle right away. You see what I'm saying? Because specific books are missing. Now, the only thing that I'm assuming there was a Dewey Decimal somewhere that would show what books were missing, right?
I'm sure there was. Yep.
Okay, because
there's no mention of anything like that in there. But
it was just the logical way to go. You see, right away, it was like, oh, dude's come back in his books. Now, did I know he had hooves and shit? No. And
no.
I don't understand why he's coming in the window. I'm sure he still had a key for the front door. That part I didn't understand. But everything else, wanting to get away and disappear below, I get all that.
That's what it was. He was actually, because he spent so much time around the ghouls in the cemetery, he started turning into one. And then he's like, well, I don't need to eat anymore. I'll eat dead people, and I don't need money because, well, I'll eat dead people. So he's just going to grab as many books as he can, head down to the tunnels, and he'll live forever just eating and reading.
Okay, well, I never got to eat dead people part until then, but okay.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm just telling you after, because he was turning into a ghoul. So,
I thought he was turning into a pan or something,
Yep. Nope. Yeah, it was ghouls. So
I never seen a ghoul with tusks and freaking deer hooves, but okay.
No, same thing.
You say ghouls, I think Fallout. That's more of a mutant.
Yeah.
A mutant.
Which we've been enjoying that Fallout series. At least I have.
Oh, dude. I love it. I think it's great. So far, anyway. I've said it's great. The visuals
I think we're on
great.
what? We finished episode 4.
Yeah. And no spoilers, please, people. I know some people have already watched it to the end of the season, but we're only doing an episode a week. So.
Yeah, I figured, spread it out and get to hang out more.
Oh, I just got major crap in my tummy. Hammy. Oh. Ooh,
all right,
you got to stand up and put weight on those, or they'll kill you. For those of you who don't know, when you get a cramp in your foot or your leg, stand up, put weight on it. It goes way, way faster. Way faster.
Did not know that.
Yeah, it's already gone. See, it's like you just stand up. You got to put weight on it, though. got to make the muscle work or it's going to stay contracted. You know what I mean? Ooh, that shit does hurt though. It'll hurt for about 6 hours now. Like the latent hurt, the pain afterwards, but that initial cramp, that shit's gone already.
Mm-hmm.
People, I'm going to, let's see, I can go ahead and close that. I think we got a couple more ads that we play on the way out of this thing. And
yeah, I got to get back to the school stuff, and
I'll ask you later how that went.
yeah, we'll talk about that then.
I will be in touch with everybody. I think we got Flip City tonight. Might be something else in between then and now. You never know. It's Friday. So tomorrow we got the auction.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it if you people watching would share that link out to the auction and help us out, because we got to sell some stuff tomorrow to get this thing, keep this thing above water, man. I don't have a separate income to dip into every week to keep this thing rolling. So the only thing I have is my collection to dip into, and I'm willing to do that to get this thing rolling and get this Roku network up and running. But I'm doing it for you guys, and I need your help to do it. It's that simple. I'm willing to give stuff up, but that's all I can do. That's all I can do. I can't finance it out of my own pocket. If y'all want to go to Roku, if you want to see your friends on Roku, if you have a show you want to bring to the network to go on Roku, you got to help me out. If you want to be a sponsor and have your ads played on Roku, you got to help me out, guys. It's pretty much that simple. So I will see you all tomorrow myself at 1:00 for sure. Right here on the Madness Comic Network. Like Terry said.
I'm Terry Huddleston, and you're watching the Madness Comic Network.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz
how to drive.
hands. Jazz hands.
All right.